Hi Sagittarius, it's Power and Light Tarot coming at you with the reading. Today we have another cool tarot reading. And let's get right into it, Sagittarius. Today we're using the Literary Witches deck for the Oracle spread. Take what fits, leave the rest out, Sagittarius. They're general readings if you want your own. I'm still running the promo and we'll talk a little bit about that. If you want to get a promotional price for your own personal video, let's see what we have here. And reading, your own personal reading, right? Skull, we have the skull here. All right, and this is Fate. Wow. And we have Anais Nin, okay, who was really kind of plagued by her own psyche or her own subconscious mind. So she's writing letters here, but she had a lot of issues. I don't know, they say she had a relationship with her father, and I don't mean like the father-daughter kind. Yeah, no, I don't. And so, but the skull and the fate card, the skull card is about an ending. It can be transformation, but it is grief in this deck. Yeah, it's grief, and we have fate. So there's some type of fateful or fated situation here that caused some grieving. Yeah, and it caused somebody to really look deep inside their subconscious mind, right? It's also called the unconscious, and I like to call it the unconscious better. Yeah, because it always kind of, it is a kind of an implication or implies that you need to understand your unconscious mind, what has been unconscious to you about the patterns and the things that you do in your life, and the hidden patterns. That's what that means. Yes, when you are, understanding the hidden patterns of your life and, secrets possibly, but it's really about understanding yourself and life. Yeah, the unconscious mind is about having a higher consciousness, which just means you're aware, you're conscious of your actions and the universe as well, and things like that. And it really kind of means you're trusting your own intuition. That's a big part of it, yeah, and really looking deep at the patterns that you've kind of created in your life, right? Yeah. Let's see. Or even, the unconscious can be like, when you understand it, could be understanding your role in relationships, your role in your family, and just your role in this life. And but it is trying to understand, trying to get to wholeness. That's what your whole natal chart is about. It's about your awareness, you seeking your spiritual awareness, and for Sagittarius, you're seeking it in the style of Sagittarius, yeah, and then everything else is in your chart. But this is seeking wholeness. That's what we are doing, and that's what our chart shows us. It even shows us how to get there. Yeah, it's highly fascinating. Okay, let's see what else we have, and let's grab some oracle cards here. And yeah, let's see what we got for Sagittarius here. Yes. Let's grab these, see what we got here. And we have the Beloved Radical Acceptance card. Wow. And we have Lost in Space, Needing Direction. So this person who was kind of, grieving or, looking kind of deep, trying to get to know themselves or why things came to a certain situation, some type of fate, difficult fate, needs direction, or they felt like they needed. But beloved Sagittarius, radical acceptance, this usually means that somebody realizes that they love another person and they accept it in this very radical way, like, wow, look at that, and this is how I feel, and in a very passionate way as well. But something, happened when we have the word radical. Something happened here, like I said. Okay, protecting the future, the dragon's horde. Yeah, and so, but this was in the reverse. Somebody doesn't want to protect something here. And that protection kind of dealt them a really hard blow here with fate. Because Eileen Chang, poor thing, I mean, if anybody wants to complain about their family, right, in their childhood, she gets to do that, yeah, because her parents were crazy and they put her in the closet and told her there was nothing wrong with her. And then they threw the nurse in there too, something like that. But her parents were so crazy that the mother used to ski with her legs tied together at the bottom. Yeah, can you believe that? Like at the ankles. That's crazy, right? You die like that and whatever. But anyway, that's what she did. The father had some other kind of crazy, characteristics or, going on. But she finally like escaped her fate, and the nurse helped her escape. Yeah, so very interesting what's going on in this reading. Yeah, so let's see what we have. And Sagittarius, if you want to get a psychic reading with me, a tarot reading, or a tarot reading, right? Or the combo, which is the best reading, you can get that with me. Yeah, if you need to understand somebody, a loved one, boyfriend, girlfriend, or anything, or you need to understand your own situation about anything, really, I can help. Yeah, and I'm always testing or getting feedback on my psychic readings. That's how I do it. I take a lot of pride in my work. So yeah, if you want one of those, you can get one. And prices are slashed, I mean, big time. So my readings are usually $150 for the psychic and the tarot cards at the end, and I'm offering them for $90. Yeah, $90. And so you can get a tarot reading or a psychic reading, just a quick one, 20 minutes. You can get one of those too for $55. So let's get right into this right now. Check out the description box below. Mystic Sense is a free 5-minute psychic reading. The bottom of the deck is a death card. So we have the skull over here. Something ends here, and it ends with grieving, but it ends with somebody accepting that this isn't where I want my life to go. This fate that I've been dealt here, I'm walking away from it, whatever it was. And somebody has accepted that they really love you, Sagittarius, or you're doing that. It's either one, okay? And that's how it works here. So let's see what we have. We'll move the camera down. And today we're doing a past, present, and future reading. This is what I want to do today. Excuse me. And we start with the Hierophant, 9 of Swords, 3 of Cups, 4 of Wands. So we have 2 9s. See, something ending. Something's already ended. This is the past energy. Something ended. It could have been a marriage. The Hierophant's over here that, it could have been somebody's belief in something in their life. Like, I don't believe in that anymore. I don't have faith in that. That's not what I want. I'm moving away from that. I've changed. It can be things like that. And we see somebody very upset here right when they're trying to go to bed. That's so aging, right? Not anti-aging, but aging. That's not funny. When you try to go to bed and, you're upset. And I've been there, Sagittarius, so I guess that's maybe why I get to laugh, right? I've totally been there. So somebody is worried here, and the wounded warrior is also, he's been affected, but he's went through a hard time, but he is, being resilient, right? It doesn't mean that there's no fear involved. There's still fear over here, 9 of Swords, but yeah, it is... being resilient, and hey, I'm going to go for this anyway. I'm going to continue on my journey here. So, but these 2 9s are talking about an ending, and the 3 of Cups. So these 9s are always about like a fulfillment or a completion, and they're always about like what you want or what this person wants. It has to do. It's about. That's why there's only one person on the 9 cards: 9 of Swords, 9 of Wands, 9 of Cups, and the 9 of Pentacles. Yeah, they're all like one person. So this is somebody's journey where they want to be happy, but it could be a reconciliation. Sorry, Sagittarius. It could be a reconciliation. Could be 3 of Cups. But there's this unknowing here where somebody doesn't know, like if they can either reunite with you or something like, or if they're going to be happy, because they're worried something's not going to happen here. Either this reconciliation or something else. They're worried that is not going to take place, right? The High Priestess in the current energy, Knight of Wands, Empress, and the Temperance card. All right, so we've got 3 majors here in the current energy. That means the motivation is here in the current energy. All right. So, the Knight of Wands is about taking action and having the courage to do it. And courage, by the way, courage, I always have to kind of bring this up, but courage doesn't mean that there's not any fear. It means I'm doing it anyway, right? Like that book, Feel the Fear and Do It Anyway. Yeah, that's how it is, right? So that's how it needs to be. But, you know, we have this taking action right here and this courage. It is about love, the Empress. Yeah, and Temperance is here. It's about you, Sagittarius, but this is about bringing balance and harmony to somebody's life and spiritually grounding themselves. That's it. So that's what somebody has learned here. And they have done it by way of an awakening or trusting their intuition. Could be. There could also be a Piscean in this reading, a Taurus, a Libra. Yeah, could be. And yeah, let's see what else we have. We have the Eight of Pentacles, Five of Wands, and Nine of Cups, another 9, and the Three of Wands. All right, so when we see these cards, fate and needing direction and somebody accepting something, a radical acceptance, the beloved or the beloved, all right? Which way do you like it, Sagittarius, right? The beloved. Yeah, but let's see what we got. I'm trying to fix this camera. Okay, there we go. So point is, though, in this reading is that we have someone who is definitely focused on their future. Here's the Three of Wands. That's about the future, and it is also about closing out cycles in the past. It can be turning your back on something. So somebody wants to turn their back on some type of a chapter that was like fated, but it was really difficult. All right. And why do we think it's fated? Maybe because the High Priestess is here too, knowing, you trusting her intuition that, hey, this was a fated situation, right? You know, we have spiritual cards here too. Temperance is an angel. It's a very spiritual card. And the Hierophant is also a spiritual card, just in a different way. Yeah, it's in kind of in a different way. Yeah. And so let's get a card, though, on this High Priestess, and we have it with the Four of Pentacles. Yeah, this is somebody trusting their intuition that either you're a soulmate or that they belong with you. You know, and so maybe you had a big breakup with them. That could be. This could be somebody you broke up with, Sagittarius, who really wants to step back and be in your good graces. Really could be. I feel like this person is worried, and I'm not sure if they've done anything to you. That's not really clear here, right? It's just showing kind of worry here. But they're taking action, yeah. And the Empress with the World card. Yeah, we're going to cover that World card. The Empress with the World card, it can talk about finding the love of your life. Yeah, it can. And closing out cycles, you know, with romance or partnerships, other cycles. Yeah, I have to move this down a little bit. So, yeah, and there's a lot of value for you, Sagittarius, and there's a lot of belief that you can make this person happy, or together you can be happy. One or both, but and then the Empress here, it's about love and also value here. It's a Taurus and a Libra card. Somebody values you here, and they have accepted. I feel like this person with the subconscious mind was just completely unknowing about themselves. We were talking about that, how to, you know, really understand yourself at a soul level is necessary. And it is also, and if it's not, if it doesn't happen at some point in your life, it can really cause a lot of problems, really, like psychological problems, all kinds of problems, right? So it's really important that we know each other, really, we know ourselves. Yeah, well, each other's good, but yourself is the most important. And in the near future is, I feel like you are going to get your wish, Sagittarius, or this person's going to get their wish. Nine of Cups here, Three of Wands. This is looking here at my future and getting my wish here, Nine of Cups. There's a little bit of challenge here about either whether or not you want to put the work in with this person, or you know, maybe deal with them. Could be. There could be Five of Wands and the Eight of Pentacles right there. So that can be saying that. And this person could maybe feel challenged here just about the future here. Not overreading it, right? Or overthinking it. Yeah. And just kind of not overreading it. That it's just, they just want a future with you, but they feel challenged. And remember, they're worried. 9 of Swords over here, and kind of doing the best they can with the 9 of Wands. Yeah. Yeah, so there we go. It's a beautiful reading, though. It definitely is. Going to end this reading right now. Thanks so much for joining me. If you guys want to get a reading, or you've ever wanted to, now's the time. And check out the calendar below, and all the conditions and things like that are there. Not only one condition, right? That once I send over the payment links, you make the payment then, right? So that's kind of the in order to get the promo price, right? Yeah, thanks so much, you guys. Please like, share, and subscribe. It's helping me to continue to bring these to you. And hit the little bell if you want to be notified of my uploads. All the reading information is in the description box. All right. Thanks so much, guys.